Today we're standing outside 350 Queen Street here in Auckland, the home of the Bee Office. Now when we moved into this building here in Auckland, I met a very interesting man who happens to be our landlord. Now Andrew has become very interested in this whole commitment we have to accessibility.
The reality is that if you create a building that is easy to access for people that have accessibility issues, it's also easy to access for people who don't have accessibility issues, because nobody likes walking up hills, walking upstairs, without support.
So Andrew, tell us a little bit about where we are now and what your vision is for the main lobby here at 350.
Well, the issue with this building was that it had a rather steeply sloping lobby up to the lifts, which fundamentally looked rather unattractive, and obviously from an accessible perspective is less than pleasant. So we've ripped up the floor, lowered the lifts, put new lifts in, and we're putting a dead flat floor in off Queen Street. It's not hard to create accessible features within a building. The key is to actually provide them in an aesthetically beautiful way and incorporate it within the overall design rather than making it an add-on that stands out from everything else.
Having accessible features is also, though, not about compromising on aesthetic, is that right?
You don't need to compromise on aesthetic unless you don't think about how you design the accessible features. Right. What are accessible features? They're flat floors or small slopes, accessible bathrooms and handrails, all of which can be designed beautifully. Handrails can be an exquisitely beautiful thing that actually enhance a space or a stairway. In the redesign of the building, we actually ended up removing the accessible bathroom that was on the ground floor. We looked at where the logical place to put it would be, and it actually was adjacent to the kitchen, and that happened to be right next to your tenancy, but that is purely coincidental. And then we basically designed a bathroom that coordinated with the sizing of the kitchen, so we ended up with quite a spacious, accessible bathroom. In terms of buildings, the basic design of any building, everybody has a lift access to it.
Yeah.
As long as you've got a handrail, if you've got a slope or a stair, you're in business. I think it's important for everybody to recognise that the future of the population is that it's ageing, and we need to make everything accessible for everybody. It's good for business, it's good for the customers, it's a positive thing to do from a social perspective and from an economic perspective.